See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I've dealt with so many of these 20-year-olds, okay, in the last 2-3 years. They're impatient. They want dollar mentorship, have it my way mentorship, Burger King mentorship. And they're coming to me with these expectations because they saw Lambo Larry and, Ferrari Frank over there on Instagram. They're not executing shit. They're just showing you influence and lifestyle. I'm boring. I'm going to show you getting in, getting out, management, stop placement, partials, rolling it up. That's what you need to be focusing on. So put all that shit aside. Stop worrying about what you're going to do later on, because you have to get this skill first. You got to take advantage of the time that I'm putting into you this year. I'm giving you my year. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you my attention. I'm giving you my skill set. I'm giving you my experience. I'm giving you the wisdom. And I give a fuck. I want you to do well. I absolutely want to see you do well. But you have to listen, and you have to not do the things I tell you not to do. The things I tell you to focus on for that lecture or that time, that's the only thing you focus on. Here's where you're going to fuck up. You're going to start looking at other charts or other time frames, trying to figure out what I'm going to say next. Fucking dumb. That's not how you do it. The very thing I'm going to show you on that 1 and 5 minute time frame, but ICT, I can't trade on. It doesn't matter. Everything I'm going to show you on that 1 and 5 minute chart can be utilized on a 4 hour and a daily chart, and you never need to look at anything intraday. You got to trust me, folks. I'm taking you exactly where you want to go. You just haven't been here before. I've been here many times over. I know how to teach this stuff. I know what it's likely to do next. I'm going to fail sometimes, but you're going to see most of the time I'm going to be right. Period. That's what trading is. You're going to have times when you think you see your setup, and you're going to engage. You're going to put your stop loss exactly how it should be. You're going to have your partials already in mind, where you're going to take this much off, and you're going to get determined. It's your final target. And that's your entire plan, how you're engaging that price move. And it's going to go down and hit your stop loss. A new student, let me say it this way. February 7th, it would be absolutely perfect if I go out on my first day and my first thing I'm outlining doesn't pan out. That's the best lesson that can happen. That is the best one, because that will absolutely weed out who wants to really learn this. Because if you think for a second that I can go out there and trade and have 100% accuracy and never take a losing trade, that's stupid. That's stupid. I only try to engage when the market is so overwhelmingly in my favor. So if you want to call me cherry picker in that regard, then yeah, I'm cherry picking the sweet spots in the marketplace where I'm looking for the highest probability of when the market's going to move to where I'm expecting it to, the time it should do it, when the algorithms will run their macro, and I'll talk about that live over the chart. You'll see it, folks. You'll see it. I'm going to constantly be referring to one market or the other that day. It could be ES or it could be NQ, but most of the time it's going to be ES. I prefer that one more than the NQ. But there's times where I'll refer to NQ and I'll pull it up and say, now look how fast this one's moving versus this. But you don't need to do anything but just trade one. You can just do ES and it's fine. Stop listening to these Yahoo cowboys down there. They're blowing their accounts every day in front of you on live streams, telling you you got to be in the NQ. No, you got to learn how to be able to do this correctly and not be impulsive because of the quick sudden movement that NQ will have over ES. ES is still going to fucking move. It's going to move. They're both moving. But you want to be able to find consistent setups. And if you can take 5 handles out, listen, okay? Because I'm going to graduate your understanding, very small little increments. 5 handles per day. That's your goal between February 7th and the end of the year. You want to be able to find that. I didn't say you need to trade with a live account or your funded account and get 5 handles. That's not what I said there, folks. Listen, your goal is to be able to consistently find 5 handles that you can see manifest before it delivers in price. You will have that skill by the end of the year. If you listen to me, you will fucking be able to do that, and nobody will be able to take that from you. They won't be able to troll it out of you. They won't be able to cause you to have doubts. They won't be able to fucking cause you any confusion. They're not going to distract you. They're not going to lull you into do some kind of dumb shit over here. You're going to find 5 handles a day, and 5 handles a day on a 1 minute contract is $250 a day. That's not a lot of money. But when you consistently make that every single day, I guarantee you 70% of this listening audience, it's more than you earn a week. And that's just one contract. So what happens if you parlay that up and you get to another $10,000 in profit? Now you can do two contracts. Now you're making $500 a day. And then you make another $10,000. You can afford to do one more contract. So now you're making $750 a day. So you all want to do what you see these fuckers on Instagram and fake shit. Oh, I flipped my account this month. No. Show me precision entry, impeccable risk management, consistently. That right there makes millionaires. And you can start with any amount. Any. But in the beginning, I'm going to take that 5 handle for the day. I'm going to scrunch it down into 2.5 handles in the morning session. And I'm going to tell you, here's your homework for the afternoon session. You're going to look for the other 2.5. And then over a period of a couple of weeks doing that, then I'm going to say, okay, we're going to look for our full 5 handles in this session. Then I'm going to give you homework that you have to find that next session in the afternoon. You have to have 5 handles there. So what does that mean? If you can continuously and consecutively find that setup like that, how many handles are you making a day then? 10. That's $500 on one contract per day. You don't need to use 16 contracts to make $4,000. I will show you how to make $4,000 in one full pull, 1 entry to 1 exit. Fuck these clowns, okay? These people are literally teaching you to do the most stupid shit, and they want you to pay them $5,000 for it. No, you don't need that, folks. You don't need that. You're listening to an old fuddy-duddy 50-year-old man that knows this shit like the back of his hand, and I can't wait for you to see this stuff laying in your hands that you can pick it up anytime you want, like a tool that you've trained with and you know exactly how to do it, how it can hurt you, and you don't do those things to hurt yourself. And you'll be able to choose when you want to get in there and do something. Because let me tell you something, even on a shitty day, you can get 2.5 handles. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that. And then I'm going to teach you exactly how to get that 5 handles in the morning and 5 handles in the afternoon. And I'm going to teach you risk management. So that way, if you want to win trading competitions, you're going to be able to do that too. You're going to be able to scale this as big as you want or as small and consistent as you want. You want to treat it like a part-time job? I'll teach you how to do that. You want to turn this into a fucking empire? I'll teach you how to do that too. It's going to cost you nothing but showing up each day. That's all you got to do, folks. That's all you got to do. Take notes and just listen. Because I'm going to prove this shit to you on these charts live. And then a fucker out there going to be able to say anything about it. Not one thing. Not one thing. You are getting ready to embark on an exciting experience. I fucking wish I had this when I was coming up. Like, I wish I had this. And I'm doing everything I can, and I'm planning all the exercises and everything that I'm going to put you through exactly how I wish. Knowing what I know now, looking back at my 20-year-old self, the perfect mentor, the perfect guy to listen to and learn from would be able to do what I'm about to do. I'm not enticing you to trade with live accounts. I'm not enticing you to go with any broker. I'm not enticing you to use any particular funded account. Notice I don't do that. I don't rep brokers. There's somebody out there right now pretending to be me saying that this is the broker that I recommend. I don't recommend any of them. They're all fuckers. They're all going to fuck with you some way, shape, or form. Start making a lot of money and they will fuck with you. Trust me. You're going to get slippage. You're going to get requotes. It's just the way it works, folks. That's just the way it is. They're small little nuisances. That's all it is. And that's why you don't want to have all of your money in one account. You want to spread your money across several brokers, and one account only, one account. That's the one you parlay up. But everything else, when you make money, you take it out. Don't leave your money sitting out there. Anything can happen in a brokerage firm. We could have a big major crash, a flash crash that nobody expects. Not even me. Something can come out and boom, the market just shits itself. And brokerages can go under. And you don't get your fucking money, folks. This is gone. So you don't want to have everything, all your eggs in one basket analogy works appropriately here. So I don't represent any broker. I don't represent any funded account. I never tell you to join a brokerage firm. I never tell you this broker's good, go here. I don't ever say use this funded account. I don't ever do that. That's why I don't do commercials for people. I don't do product placement in my videos on YouTube. I get lots of requests to do that every single month. They email me and say, would you be interested in letting us do a 30-second commercial and we'll pay you $5,000 for it? No, thank you. I don't want my channel to be that way. I don't want that. Because that means I'm saying what? I co-sign your product, your service, your brokerage firm, your funded account. I don't have that. And I have people that are reaching out that want to start that partnership with me, and I am not going to do it. So there's no incentive for me except for your success. That's it. That's it. That's all I want to see you do. I want to see you do well. I want you to send me emails occasionally once in a while and say, hey, look, this is what I was able to do. Thank you so much. I was able to help this person. I'm doing this over here. I'm building a hospital. I put a wing on the hospital over here. I'm putting a orphanage together here. I've funded this entire village of individuals and I've gave them food for the next 90 days. That's treasure to me. I don't give a shit about online clout. I don't care about that. I want you to be able to feed yourself and your family and help others and be passionate about doing that. And most of you wouldn't even think doing that because you can't hardly make your own bills right now. But once you are able to do this consistently and you can make another stream of income and you decide when you're going to do it. And small losses like a flat tire going to work, they're inconvenience, expenses. It's not fun. It's irritating. That's what losing is in trading. That's exactly what it's like because it's measurable. You know exactly where you're going to put the stop loss. You know why, if it goes there, you're going to get stopped out. And you want that to happen. If you're wrong, you want that to be the very mechanism that prevents you from losing more. How do I get over the fear? You go through it. You just walk forward. That's it. You just keep walking forward. But if you're walking forward with no stop loss, recklessly over trading, adding more contracts when you're already down, trying to dig your way out of it, then you get results like you see some of these YouTubers out there doing. That's not what you want to do, folks. That's not. Have a very easy, low-hanging fruit objective. Something that's easy, a target that can be easily reached. I think, and somebody that's been trading for a while probably snickered earlier when I said 2.5 handles. Okay, 2.5 points. 2.5 points is nothing. But high frequency algorithms will fire in there all day long, going up and down in the same day, doing that all day long and make, well, a lot of money. But they're losing too. They're getting that ebb and flow, up and down, up and down, up and down. They're not always winning. But they know over the course of the day, ripping into that marketplace over and over and over and firing in there constantly, catching fluctuations of 1.5, 2.5, 3 handles. Once it gets there, they're out. They're not in there trying to get the daily range, average daily range. They're not trying to run for buy side liquidity. They're not trying to run for sell side liquidity. They're just in there getting fluctuations over and over and over again. They're capitalizing on that minor fluctuation. Algorithms that are engaging the market. I'm not talking about the algorithm that the market engine uses for price delivery. I'm talking about traders, entities on the outside that are trying to capitalize on price fluctuation. So don't be discouraged by 2.5 handles as, oh, that's not worth my time, bro. No, you can do a lot. You can do a lot with that because you can take that and scale it. And say, okay, I know I don't have a whole lot of time to be doing anything in the marketplace because My schedule won't permit it. Okay, fine. But you can find 2.5 handles. You can get that. Not that I'm encouraging it, but on a smoke break at work, a bathroom visit while you're at work, while you're walking through the mall, while you're waiting for your wife to pick out the shoes that she doesn't need, like I have to do sometimes. Okay, I can't stand being here. She's going to ask me, do you like these? Man, why are you going to put me in a situation where I'm going to lose no matter what? You know what I'm talking about, gentlemen, right? I have to be distracted from that. It'll drive me crazy. So I'll go on the phone and there it is. I'm in Trading View messing around with something. 2.5 handles is easy. That's literally like fruit hanging on a tree that you just walk up to and grab a hold of it and pluck it off. Whenever the fuck you want. Whenever you want. As long as that market's moving, you don't need to be in those times I've told you to trade in. I'm going to teach you how to trade outside those times. Those times are for students that have never studied price action. They want the highest degree of probability on their side. Then you trade in those times. With experience, you'll know how to engage the marketplace outside those kill zones, those times of market action. The 8:30 to 10:30, that's your sweet spot for the morning session. Now, inside that time frame, I'm going to zero in onto specific times where it's highly probable for certain things to occur, and they're called macros. All of that is going over your head right now, but trust me, it's undeniable when I'm looking at it and showing it to you on a chart, 1 minute, 5 minute chart. That's the smallest time interval. I mean, you can go on the second chart, but it gets a little spotty on the second chart because if it's a rip and it takes off, it'll create a gap, which is fine. That's another opportunity in itself. But 1 minute and 5 minutes is going to effectively communicate exactly what you should be doing across all time frames.